Welcome back to LFG Overland. Today we find ourselves once again in that familiar transition point where the pavement ends and the adventure truly begins. It's not the most romantic or cinematic part of these trips, but it is a necessary one. The miles of asphalt behind us aren't about excitement. They're about intention, about putting distance between ourselves and civilization and slowly earning our way back into the wild. Because every great trail starts here, at the moment you commit to leaving the ordinary behind and chasing whatever's ahead. Welcome back to the truck. Today we are back in Arizona. Got a 4-day weekend, 3.5-day weekend, and I got up this morning, just wasn't really sure where to go, so I started heading towards Arizona. Had a great time out here a couple weeks back, so I figured I'd come back out and do some more exploring. Last night I was messing around on Onyx, and I found a campsite that looked really interesting that I marked, thinking, well, maybe I'll come out in a couple weeks. This morning I decided let's go check out that campsite. So right now we just left asphalt, blasting down this power line road, and making pretty good time. The goal here is eventually to get off this power line road and get into some more fun stuff. Hopefully up in those mountains. There's some big mountains that way, some interesting mountains out that way, and we'll catch up with you when we get off this power line road. See ya. While the road may be smooth and wide, it's the scenery off in the distance that keeps me coming back. Views stretching out as far as the eye can see, layered mountains, jagged ridgelines, and rocky peaks stacked against the horizon. It's a reminder that even the easy miles have their purpose, carrying us closer to the places that make every mile worth it. Rising quietly from the surrounding desert, Coyote Peak stands as a subtle landmark in the Arizona backcountry. From above, its ridgelines tell a story shaped by time, wind, water, and human ambition, all leaving their mark on this rugged landscape. Like much of Arizona, this area drew prospectors in the late 1800s and early 1900s when mining claims dotted the surrounding hills. Small operations searched for precious metals, leaving behind faint scars, forgotten trails, and quiet remnants of the boom and bust area that helped shape the American Southwest. Most of these efforts were short-lived, but their presence is still woven into the land.
Today, Coyote Peak feels far removed from that rush. The desert has reclaimed its silence, creosote and cactus fill the valleys below, and the open space stretches uninterrupted to the horizons. From this vantage point, it's easy to appreciate both the isolation and the resilience of this place. Out here, history isn't found in museums, it's written into the terrain itself, waiting to be noticed by those who slow down and take a look a little bit closer.
All right, welcome back. We managed to get off that highway, that dirt highway, and we're on some smaller trails now, winding through the lava, big rocks in the back, like it shows you probably on the drone, a saguaro cactus, just a beautiful, beautiful area. So, just keeps getting better. We're gonna start looking for camp because it's actually 4 o'clock here. My brain's telling me it's only 2 or 3 in the afternoon, but it is 3 in California. We just got here, so day one's always an adjustment. We'll let you know what we find.
It never gets old finding myself once again pointed towards another adventure here in the Sonoran Desert. There's something about this place that pulls me back time and time again. Maybe it's the vastness, maybe it's the silence, maybe it's the way the desert asks you to slow down, whether you want to or not. Out here, the noise of everyday life begins to fade. The stress, the deadlines, the constant pull of screens, all of it feels a little less important with every mile that rolls beneath the tires. The Sonoran Desert doesn't rush you. It invites you to breathe deeper, to notice the subtle details, the way the light dances across the saguaros, the crunch of the gravel and sand beneath the tires, and the quiet signs of wildlife moving just beyond your view. The landscape may look harsh at first glance, but it's alive in ways that demand attention and respect. Every wash, every rock climb, every bend in the trail carries its own lesson about patience, preparedness, and presence. For me, trips like this are more than just miles covered or trails explored. They're a reset, a chance to reconnect with the land, with myself, and ultimately to return home a better, grounded, and more present for the people who matter the most. And here in Arizona, with endless horizons stretching ahead, the adventure is just getting started.
It's actually quite amazing. When you get up closer, there's a breeze. As you can hear, sounds like stuff moving through the saguaro. It's pretty amazing. I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but you may have heard it, you may not. But it's amazing. There are so many everywhere out here. all up here in the black rock, and then where we're headed up this road, it's just, they're everywhere. It's absolutely beautiful. Mind-boggling beautiful out here. Just amazing. Anyway, I'm on that trail headed to that campsite. Let's hope it's good.
Standing watch over the Sonoran Desert, the saguaro cactus feels less like a plant and more like a guardian of the landscape. Growing slowly, sometimes taking decades to form even its first arm, each one tells a story of patience, resilience, and survival in an unforgiving environment. These towering silhouettes mark the rhythm of the desert, reminding us that life out here moves at its own pace, unrushed, enduring, and deeply connected to land it calls home. It's here that our trail tightens, with sharp rocks jutting from either side, and I needed to put the camera down and focus on safely finding camp.
Alright, so I guess I'm thinking it probably look better on the map, because there's really nowhere here to get level. We're down in a hole here, surrounded by just incredible rocks. Yeah, it's amazing. But there is nothing even remotely level here. And I don't think it might be all this here. I'm gonna look around a little bit. Pretty sure I'm gonna wheel back out of here. There are some really big, beautiful flat spots out there, surrounded by saguaros, and this road just goes up and dead ends up here. I'm gonna look at the map, see what it looks like up on top, but I know it doesn't go through. So anyway, it looked like a neat idea, but it looked like a lot of people have just kind of come through here. Pretty decent clip around the sharp corner. They've been doing some burnouts and stuff, so it's eroded. Oh well, don't know until you try, right? All right, let's get out of here. First of all, it's gonna take a minute, and then it's pretty slow getting in here, so let's get going, get out of here, and go find a place to camp. But like, these rocks, I mean, it's amazing. If I wasn't losing light, I'd throw the drone up, but I like to get to camp while it's still light. All right, we'll see you guys.
And yes, you know that curiosity got the best of me, and up the hill we went.
All right, so I came the rest of the way up the road, because on the map it had a flat spot, but it looks like I've got an old mine here, which, I mean, I don't want to go too, this stuff doesn't look too legit, but it goes way down in there. And the road just kind of peters out here. But the country sure is beautiful. All right. Well, I'm gonna back up, because just back here there's another spot. It might be big enough to camp. So we'll take a look at it and have a view like that. so good. I love Arizona.
After working our way back out from the mine, we continued exploring every offshoot in an effort to find a place to make our own for the night.
All right, so we came all the way up to the end of that road. And wow, this camera picks up light a lot better than the drone. Anyway, yeah, so we came up to the end of the road. And it just dead ends. There's a fire pit here. It's wide open. Quite a ways off the main drag. It's nice and quiet. So I think we found home. It only took one rock. One rock. Truck's perfectly level. I'm gonna go ahead and open everything up, set up everything, and I don't know what I'm gonna do tonight. Debating whether I'm gonna actually cook or if I'm just gonna be lazy the first night, just do one of those peak meal in a bag things. But anyway, I'll catch up with you guys once I get everything set up. We'll see you.
As the light begins to soften and the day winds down, it's time to turn a small piece of the desert into home. Even if only for the night, once the dust settles, the engine clicks as it cools, and the pace slows to something more intentional. With a few familiar motions, the AT Overland habitat opens up, transforming the travel mode into shelter. What was once another stretch of open desert now feels personal. It feels like ours. A place to rest, a place to cook, a place to reflect. Out here, home isn't about walls or permanence. It's about comfort, simplicity, and the quiet satisfaction of knowing that you're exactly where you're supposed to be, far from the routine and fully present in the moment.
Just like that, camp's all set up. What a great day. It's always a little warmer. It's about 80 on the highway. It seems to be cooling off. I think it's going to get kind of chilly tonight, so I might go ahead and set up the diesel heater, just to kill any condensation inside the tent, and then make some food, and then probably kick back a little bit and relax. So, sounds like a plan. See you guys in a little while.
As the sun dips low in the sky, the desert begins its quiet reset. Light stretches across the landscape one last time, softening the sharp edges of the rock and the cactus as shadows grow long and deliberate. The heat of the desert loosens its grip, replaced by the calm that can only come with the evening in the Sonoran Desert. There's always something bittersweet about this moment. Another day of exploration comes to a close. Another chapter written in dust, tire tracks in memory. The movement slows, conversation fades, and the desert exhales, preparing itself for the night ahead. Colors shift almost imperceptibly from gold to amber to deep purple, reminding us that nothing out here stays the same for long. Wildlife stirs, the wind finds its voice again, and the stillness settles in. Not empty, but full of reflection, gratitude, and the quiet satisfaction of the day well spent. As darkness approaches, anticipation replaces momentum. Maps are folded, plans are loosely formed, and thoughts drift forward to what tomorrow will bring. New trails, new challenges, new moments waiting just beyond first light. Tonight is for rest, for resetting, for appreciating where we are and how far we've come, because while the day may be ending, the adventure is far from over. And the desert? Well, the desert will be ready to greet us again at sunrise.
Well, you can't really see that way, can you? Anyway, so I decided to opt out. Got everything all set up here. Took a minute. I was chasing like a weird burning smell. It turned out to be the charger from my headlamp. It short-circuited and it was smoking on the carpet, so that's not good. But good news is we got it unplugged, turned off. We're all fine. No damage. Just really, really random. But anyway, so we're just heating up water here. I love that little kettle thing. And we're gonna have a backcountry American buffalo goulash. So that's gonna be dinner. I'll check in with you guys after I'm done boiling water, and we'll go from there. I gotta be careful with this because once this dies, I don't have a headlamp now. I can't recharge it. All right, well, I'm gonna get ready to eat. Oh, hey. Just sitting here working on a video. I really enjoy editing outside in my camper. Just happen to be in Arizona again, so it's fun because I'm actually editing it my last trip to Arizona. So it's pretty rewarding. It's amazing the things you get to see when you're out rolling around, just checking stuff out with no agenda. Thanks for hanging out. It's been I know it's kind of a short day, but crazy nonetheless. So hopefully we'll wake up relatively early before the sun gets too high in the sky. We'll get some good shots, some of the rocks around us, and then we'll start working our way out of here. So I'm gonna call it a night for now. I'll see you guys in the morning.
If you've enjoyed day one of our Sonoran Desert adventure, nothing would make me happier than you hitting the subscribe button so you don't miss out on the rest of what Arizona Desert has to offer. As always, this is LFG Overland. My name's Jeff, and I'll see you on the next one.